Greetings all, Vanny here for Capricorn's weekly message. Capricorn, I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend and we're going to have a good week. The first card that came out for you, Capricorn, is the Strength card. Now, Capricorn strength is one of the things that makes it one of the most admirable, let me rephrase. There was like 4 different ways my brain was trying to phrase that sentence. Capricorn strength is one of the most admirable qualities about the sign. Its ability to just continue to go and drive and fight for what it is that they want so very much. There is a time and a place to fight and stand up for yourself, and then there is a time and a place to sit back and rest and enjoy what you have worked for, because you have done so much. The mountains that you have climbed, what you have overcome, and the fear and limitations you have had to face and conquer to tame the lion the way that you have, to tame this unknowable, uncontrollable beast that is fate, destiny, and reality. You are truly incredible, Capricorn. There is justice coming. And I love this because this to me is giving Capricorn the ability to be free from what it is they had to do to become this strong. Like, my love, you do not have to worry about those who've hurt you. Those who brought the scars to your flesh shall have their ends. And you do not need to hang on to that world or that reality. You do not have to continue to sip from those cups, because you know they drain your power. You know how they drain your energy. You know how they drain your strength. And you are not letting anyone take from you more than what you have allowed them to have. Because one of the biggest things that occurs to us light workers, light warriors, and star seeds is the energy vampires that attract themselves into our lives, that try to supplant themselves as friends, as family, as loved ones, as spouse, because they want that direct access to the most beautiful, the most primal and wonderful part that makes you who you are, that which makes you triumph over your fear, that which makes you glow as the incredible gift that you are. Energy vampires will try to cling to you. They will try to pull you down into their muck. And you have shown time and time again that while you may stumble and your voice may quiver, you will not let someone or something take from you that which is yours, your power, your strength, your integrity. And you also know you don't have to lower yourself to their levels. You don't have to lower yourself to their standards. That is one thing. I myself, as a practicer of magic, will not and refuse to hex or curse. It is not that I do not have the ability to or know how to do it. It is because I am aware of the energetic exchange that has to happen when casting and doing magic. That in any casting, you have to have your full intention and energy behind it, especially if you want it to work. If you were just lighting a candle and saying something without the energy and heart behind it, nothing will happen. In the act of smudging, in the act of casting, it is the energy and intention, the direction behind the actions and words that gives it the power. And so in order to hex or curse someone, you have to lower yourself to that place of pain, anger, fear, and resentment. And I understand that life throws a lot of bullshit things at us, and sometimes that is what we feel like we have to do. But for myself personally, I cannot deal with the energetic karma, the toll, the price I would have to pay to do that to someone else. That is something that I cannot do, and that is just a personal opinion and thought about how I practice and do magic. Everyone has a different experience. Everyone has a different opinion and a different way to do their own magic. Similarly to you, Capricorn, you have a different variety of strengths, knowledges, and powers to you that no one else has. And it is what you do with these strengths, it's what you do with these gifts and these powers that determines, well, your life and the energy that you bring. You are an incredible hard worker, and you have done much to perfect your skill and your craft to the point that it is that you deserve the accolades that you get for the work that you have done. You deserve the support and the respect. But I also want you to be aware that not everyone that comes in wants to serve your greatest and highest good. Some people come in and will want to disrupt you from your calling, dissuade you from your path into something that is of a lower vibration than what your greatest and highest good is, because, like I said, they love your energy and they want to covet it for themselves. They want to keep it as their own. Follow your calling and be aware that it will lead you astray and away from people that you have been walking beside for a very long time. Because there is a time and a place for every person in our life. And sometimes those times are longer or shorter than we think they should be. But if they're truly meant to be in your life and on your path, then they will find their way back to you. Everyone has their own unique journey, and you have to answer your calling when it comes. Otherwise, you create more work for your next lifetime to go through, or you create further generational karmic ties and contracts that have to be fulfilled by you or the next generation or incarnation. And I can promise you, as someone who is working very hard to overcome generational curses, you do not want to add more to that plate. You don't want to have to add more to that task list, because it's like in an RPG where you have all these different tasks and you're like, oh, I'm not a high enough level to get to that one. I have to do this other thing before I get to that one. And it becomes so very, very frustrating and suffocating, and then you're just like, I can't do anything because I don't know where to start. And then that further spirals. Your intuition will be an incredible aid in this time, and it will also be speaking to you in different ways every single day. You have tree people sustenance coming out for you. Be aware of the energies that you are pouring into your everyday. Be aware of the music that you're listening to, the food that you are eating, the media that you are consuming. Yes, of course, it is important to be aware of the news and things that are going on in the world outside, but supplement it with something good and positive afterwards. It's like when I was a kid and my brothers made me watch a horror movie. I would make them watch the first 20 or 30 minutes of a Disney princess movie just so that I could go to sleep. Because energetically, and I know, kid, you could take it however you want, but energetically, seeing it as I am now, I could not rest in that energy of the fear, the blood, the death, and the chaos. So be aware with what you've put in your life. And that goes so much more than just what you are eating and what you are seeing. The words that you are saying, how you are saying it, the connotations behind the words. A self-deprecating joke to the subconscious is still reality. So there is a transcendence that we must do to be transference. Yes, I knew that I wasn't saying the right word. To become the next person, you have to go through this journey. And it might not be dramatic or as serious as physically being buried in the earth and going through that visualization. But whatever your journey is, it is going to be unique to you. And it is going to be a road that you have not walked before. So this is the time for prayer, for hope, for co-creation, because Spirit always listens. And like that, I love it. I was literally just seeing the feathers in their hand, and like, that reminds me of the restoration card, and then that was the bottom of the deck. Spirit is restoring you. Spirit is uplifting you so that you are able to express yourself, so that you are able to share your beautiful story, your perspective and energy with the world, because you are still very much needed, Capricorn. In this realm and in the next, your energy is a blessing. So please continue on your path and understand that your best will look different from every single day, and your intentions and directions can also be different every single day. Wake up in the morning and say, what is the best that could happen? And with that idea and mentality, you will find so quickly your world changes from a nightmare to a heaven. Have a beautiful day, my love.